I don't see Cam Newton as a narcissist. He's a little weird, you know?
He's how you doing. He utilizes his podcast. Listen, the legs crossed. The legs be crossed and you know, the body language, I can read people well. The body language gives how you doing. The multiple baby mamas and the current baby mama, Jasmine, says he likes it in the other hole. He likes the back door. And she hates it, but she tolerates it. You're his favorite dummy. Ain't no way.
Yo, Beth, that shit crazy.
Welcome to the BJ Show. I always love to have conversations with interesting people. This is what we've been doing all year since I started the show. But there's always one. There's always one person that can captivate an audience. There's one person that can be able to literally have you on the edge of your seat no matter what she says. My favorite guest, my good friend, is back on the show. Welcome back, Spiritual Whistleblower.
Thank you for having me. That was some introduction.
You
it's
already
true though.
up.
I mean, I don't know what the hell I do or say, but I get people, you know, they light up and they either mad or they glad. It is what it is. But hey, thank you for having me.
You are a magnet for controversy. Now, I don't even look at it that way. I think that you're a person that literally says what's on her mind, tells the truth, and a lot of people don't like to hear the truth.
And that's all it is.
Right? Yeah. So I love to talk to you because of that reason, because you're so genuine and authentic, and you make me laugh a lot.
That's natural too.
I don't be trying.
I don't be trying, and just that's my personality.
Yeah. So how have you been?
Great. 2024 for me, in a nutshell, stoic. Just living life underneath the radar, taking care of my health, treating myself good, and I've done social media, but I kind of just kept a low profile. But this was a great year for me. Awesome. It's very productive, but just focusing on my health. I got my physical, every test you can think of, colonoscopy, breast exam, everything done, and I'm going in with a clean bill of health. That was more important to me. Awesome. Health is wealth, so I'm good.
Yeah, so I saw that you took dance lessons, you're just all over the place, man.
I am taking Brazilian Zouk, and that's not, when I get good, I'm gonna really put it out there, and I hope more of my people get on. It's a beautiful, sexy dance.
Is it?
So yeah, very difficult, very technical, but that's what I'm doing. I'm taking my dance lessons, drinking my water, minding my business. I have a fitness trainer, I work out, so that's all I've been doing all 2024 was a good year for me.
Awesome.
No issues with people.
Well, listen, we are recapping some things that happened in 2024.
A lot of things happened in 2024. A lot of things happened
in 2024. And we're also starting off the new year with a bang. Like I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I need to speak to somebody at the top of the year. And I'm just like, we can talk to this person, we can make contacts with this person. Who do I want to speak to? My friend, a spiritual whistleblower. So, let's kind of start with the most important thing. Okay. Because, you just revealed to me the other day that you were diagnosed with autism.
Yes, as of recent, I saved up my pennies because it costs quite a bit as an adult. I don't know if many of you know that a lot of most insurance companies do not cover testing for adult autism, ADHD and adult. I paid $700. I went to SACS Institute here in New York City. And I spent a couple hours with a clinical licensed psychologist, Dr. Cross, and we ran a series of several tests. One of the tests were unusual, according to him, because this is controversial. They say autistic people lack empathy, but I'm hearing different. I scored high with empathy. I have a lot of empathy for people and just, so all the other tests were across the board, you have autism. So, Yeah, I kind of knew. Other people have told me, and I just blew it off. My primary care doctor, she sat me down and she's like, I'm going to refer you for an electrophysiological test. And I'm like, why? She said, just go. And that's when they put like a cap on your head with all these electrodes and you take a test or whatever. I don't know what it is, but the results came back. She's like, I think you have autism. Go see a psychologist. I said, okay, this is my primary doctor. I go and she was right. She was right. But I've had other people tell me they suspected. They just by watching me in the room, and I'm like, you're bugging.
Yeah.
And so no, I got the confirmation. I have Asperger's, even though they don't use it or they're trying to stray away from using that.
Yeah.
But I'm on the spectrum. Yes.
So after getting that news, was there a sense of relief, joy? Was there just a gamut of emotions that you had?
I'm still dealing with the emotions. It's one day I'm relieved, I'm happy because I know so many people in my community. I have a massive community that have been diagnosed. Some people 40, 50 years old just now getting diagnosed. Right. But then there's days where I'm depressed and sad because I went through so much unnecessary bullying from the things, there's so many things that autistic people, our behaviors, our traits, we're so misunderstood. I have a lot of odd things that I do that I don't share with people, but I've been doing it since childhood. So, and I got bullied for that by family and by, school. The kids in school are cruel. So I endured 20 plus years of that. Wow. So some days it's relief. I know what I am. I connect the dots in childhood. Other days, and I'm kind of angry at mom and dad because mom and dad knew and they just ignored the fact that, they didn't get me evaluated. And had I had the help that I needed when I was young, I probably would have known how to manage my symptoms and made better grades and function better in life. So
and that's one of the biggest struggles that I think kids that have autism have to deal with, right?
Yeah.
Parents that don't accept the fact that their kids are different.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And they're ashamed to be able to seek help or, talk to family members or friends about it. They kind of hide. And when they hide, the only person that suffers is the child.
Well, that's the whole baby boomer generation and the silent generation. Our elders, our grandparents, great-grandparents, and the baby boom. My parents, I think my mother was born in 55, my father's 51. That's the baby boomer era.
Yep.
And the teachers can tell our parents, we see certain things, maybe you should get it. They can make a suggestion. And here comes the pride. Ain't nobody putting labels on my child. I don't know. They'll grow out of it. My child will grow out of it, or we'll beat it out of them, or we'll pray it off of them.
Right.
We're all messed up because mom and dad didn't do their job.
Absolutely.
It'd be one thing if they didn't know any better and nobody told them or warned them, but most of us, our teachers said something. Mm-hmm. They said something, your child's having behavioral issues. They said something and mom and dad was like, well, not my child. You ain't about to put a label on my child. And that was the whole baby boomer generation. So guess what? 40 years later, we didn't grow out of it.
And there's a lot of people out there that are struggling.
So many of our people are walking around undiagnosed.
Right.
So, listen, the baby boomer generation are walking around unhealed with so much trauma. They've projected it onto us. And now we as adults, the adult children, are going to therapy for the things that they did to us or did not do, So I think it's unfair. That's where the sadness for me comes in. Like, damn, mom and dad, y'all could have did more for me because I got bullied, man. It was insane. So
the only thing that I can say that I guess like right now that there's so many resources out there that weren't around when, we were much younger. Mm-hmm. So, I think that you being able to come out now and having that secure community to be able to go to when you are having some struggles, when you are, having a hard time or whatever it is, or just trying to, find out who you are, right? There's a place that you can be able to go. Like, my son is autistic and he's a wizard. I tell him all the time that he's my superhero. He's my hero, because I learn from him every single day. There's not a day that goes by that's like, okay, I didn't realize how crazy or how great you were because of that. Like, we have these we call it the domino blocks.
Yeah.
He can literally build snakes and stuff.
Yeah.
And we just got it for him the other day. So
autistic children, adults are brilliant.
Amazing.
Our brains are
Yeah.
wired different. Bill Gates is autistic. Elon Musk, Eminem,
Right.
so many celebrities that we feel are awkward or weird, they're autistic, but they're brilliant.
Right.
So me just looking back, I know I'm highly intelligent. I got myself through college, but there are a lot of weird behaviors and things. You know, going to the bathroom and having to take my clothes off because I hate how fabric feels. I'm sitting here with no shoes on. I'm going to tell your audience. I don't like shoes on my feet. I'm funny with textures and fabrics. And I've been doing that since child. I walk barefoot everywhere. My grandparents used to say, stop walking barefoot. Then I walk on my toes. That's a trait of
Right.
autism, walking on my
Absolutely.
toes everywhere. So the dots are connecting. I know I'm not crazy. I know I'm not weird. I'm wired different.
Yeah.
And it just sucks that I was bullied and made fun of for those things. Yeah.
I mean, listen, kids are mean, but the fact that they don't know, and a lot of people are very ignorant to the autism community.
Yeah.
Still, like with all the, the advances that have been made, they're still very ignorant to it. And
Yeah.
hopefully,
Well, they're ableists.
yeah. I mean, do you have a message out there for adults that are dealing with this? Because I think that this is going to help a lot of people, honestly.
Go get tested. Even if they say you can self-diagnose. There's tests on the internet. You can take your own tests. If you can save up your money, get a clinical diagnosis. You're not crazy. Trust your gut. I have this thing where I feel that narcissistic people bully autistic people. And because autistics have the ability to see through people, we're hyper vigilant. We notice pattern recognitions in toxic people. We pick up toxicity and, we're on it and we're straightforward. We call things out. So to a fake person, a manipulative person, they're not going to like us. So if you've been bullied all your life, whether it's family or friends or kids in general, people in general, be true to who you are. There's a community that will embrace you. Come to the other side. Stop trying to fit in. We get you. That's all I will say.
Absolutely. Well said. So now that that's out the way,
Yeah.
very important stuff.
Yeah.
You made some waves on TikTok because
When?
you are a
Always.
wizard when it comes to certain things. And obviously, the presidential election was a very, very big thing in our country. It captivated everybody, right? And President Trump was elected again. But you took to TikTok and said that, I don't want to, put words in your mouth. I'm paraphrasing here, that black women did their job, but there's something else that needs to be done where they have to kind of, maybe distance themselves
Yes.
for a while.
Stop wearing
Yeah.
a cape
Yeah.
and let things play out, because we have been groomed by society and our families to be pick-me's.
Right.
We put on a cape and we rescue everybody. We put everybody before our own needs. So I had to think about it. Like, it's crazy because like on TikTok, the videos that I do, I don't think they'll go viral. I'm just talking, but it'd be the craziest stuff that I don't think will go viral. The thing that I said about Kamala, it did 3 million views in like less than 24 hours. It was crazy to me. Like, what are people seeing in my message? I wasn't even trying to go viral.
Right.
But I was just specifying that, a lot of people, I feel that a lot of people lied. And it's not even a race issue. It's just people lying, saying they're going to vote for Kamala, but they got in that booth and they voted for Trump.
Absolutely.
And that's dangerous to me, because that means we have people around us that are abusive and they support someone with no moral compass.
Or they're just used to that abusive relationship and they go to what they know.
Yeah.
That's a lot of, because the thing is, you know, I saw black women came out and voted, right?
Yeah.
But women in general, if we're just gonna say the entire gamut of women, white women, you know, Latino women, black women,
Yeah.
white women voted for Donald Trump at a very, very high clip.
Yes.
And you see a lot of people voted against their own interest.
Yeah.
All because they saw somebody on the other side that looked like them, and the first thing that they said was, well, I need somebody who's going to be strong.
Mm-hmm.
Who says that a woman can't lead and be strong?
And she's way more qualified.
You know what I mean?
She's got, I mean.
Like he literally, you know, when you talk about Hillary Clinton and Kamala Harris, you're not going to find two more women ever
more
to run
qualified.
for office that are more qualified for them
Yeah.
ever again.
Yeah.
Right? And they lost to this man.
Yeah.
All because women looked at them and said, yeah, you guys are good, but I know that guy is a narcissist. I know that he said a lot of nasty things, but I feel more safe with a man at the helm, no matter who the man is.
That's male-centered behavior.
Right. That to me is a problem.
Yeah.
You know, and it goes deeper than politics. It goes into how our society works, because a lot of people will stay in abusive situations just because they want to feel safe with a man there rather
and
than
we'll
being
be miserable the whole time.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
why is that a thing?
It's narcissism, because I feel a lot of those women are female narcs. A narcissist will support another narcissist. They're abusers. They'll overlook the criminal past, the racism, you know, womanizing, the remarks he made about his daughter's genitals.
Right.
They'll overlook all that because narcissists support abusers. They click. They don't care about anything else. It's, you know, and you have to understand with the disorder, it's about competition. I got to beat you at all costs. I'm not looking at the facts. I'm not looking at the evidence. I don't care what facts are. I got to beat you at all costs. And now they're learning that now that he's about to be in office, he doesn't care about any of them. He used them for their votes, and now he's throwing them underneath the bus, and they're learning all he cares about is his billionaire friends.
Right.
So they self-sabotage. And then they're also mad too that not only black women, but people that didn't vote for him are not reacting the way that they thought we would riot and cuss and carry on. We quietly said, this is on y'all now. Y'all y'all gonna fuck around and y'all are gonna find out. We're done here. We walked away quietly.
Yeah.
And they have a problem with it. They wanted us to react and fight and go up there and vandalize like they did on January 6th. We did not react. We moved on. So now they're provoking and trying to, you know, I saw fake, you know, where they said that liberal women want to fight women down south and they're going to attack. No, we don't. We don't care about y'all. Stop making up this fake war or whatever. Y'all voted the man in. Now sit back. You're going to have to reap the, you know, consequences. Y'all about to learn. He never cared about y'all. He wanted y'all votes. So my message was to black women, because we're so busy caping and trying to save, and you know, we help everybody. I don't care. We can join whatever corporate, community, whatever. We get shit done.
Right.
We get shit done, and we're tired. We're exhausted. So at this point, in the next 4 years, if we take a seat back and let things play out, that's how people will learn, I feel, to respect us. But like Kamala was more, I mean, she was overqualified, and just to like the way that people, it was crazy to me.
Yeah.
Did not want her in office at all. It's deep. The issue is extremely deep. Male-centered women, I'm gonna say this real quick, male-centered women, I call them pick-me's, are dangerous because they will support an abusive man. These are the women that stay with pedophiles knowing they molest their children. They'll look the other way while the man is molesting the child, their daughter, whatever. You know, your girlfriend will come to you and say, my man is cheating on me or beating on me, and you'll tell her to leave him alone. She goes back and kicks it with him, and she tells him what you said. He said, oh, she's jealous. You know, your homegirl jealous. She want to sleep with me. Then she'll go, you know, treat you like shit listening to him. But she came to you in the first place. So Male-centered women are dangerous to women in general, and they're the reason why he's in office.
Absolutely, 100%, 100%.
So, you know, when he gets in there and takes y'all rights away, reproductive rights and all that, we don't want to hear none of that. We don't want to hear nothing. You put him there. I had to block a friend, a childhood friend, and she's white. Because she was just, and it hurt me. I didn't want to do it, but I'm like, at least show some like humility for your friend. Like, did you think how much it would hurt me? Why rub it in my face? Right. Be happy, cool, he won, but like she was rubbing it.
Separated. Yeah.
So I said, you know what? This is an issue about morals. I cannot align myself with anyone that supports someone with no moral compass. I just can't do it.
Absolutely. And you know, what is the message that you have in regards to just our community in regards to how we look at things? Because, you know, as a voting bloc, we're not a monolith anymore, right? And a lot of people look at us like that they can just be able to just, hey, you know, come along, you've voted this way for 50 years, come along, right? But is there a message that you have that says, okay, I get that you sat on the couch this election, but you're gonna see how bad things get for you individually, personally, or may not, but how can we be able to kind of reverse this trend going forward? Like, how can it change? How can we get more of our people off the couch and voting no matter how they vote?
It's called setting boundaries. And I think everything this is just me, everything is tied to narcissism, the patriarchal system. When we're talking about narcissism, narcissists don't believe in boundaries. They overstep boundaries. They come in and out and feel, you know, they do what they want. Yeah. And I think Black women, Black people in general, we've just been taught to let people overstep boundaries and do us any type of way. I think this time around, if we set boundaries, especially with women, we learn to decenter men and be extremely selfish in everything. Don't help, don't acknowledge, don't sleep with, don't whatever, just do you. We're going to see a significant change while that's going on over there. Okay. And that's something I feel we've never done as a community. Right. Is get on some solidarity shit and say enough. Oh, 100%. We're not helping no more. This is the first time I've seen Black women like, we're done. We're not caping no more. So, but you know, I say too, I feel like it would have been bad had she won, because it's a lot of people that I feel would have randomly attacked us.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
That's it. So maybe you have to let people learn. You voted him in. Now we're going to watch the next 4 years and see how you feel at the end of the 4 years.
Absolutely.
That's all, and that's it.
So, you know, we'll see how that goes. But that was interesting, because when I saw that, I was like, oh, yeah, that's going to be interesting.
I did like 4 videos, and I'm just talking, and I'm like, 3 million already in 24 hours? Dang, I don't be talking about nothing. I'm just... You know, I stopped on the corner and...
Tell you, man, lightning rod, that's what you are. You know what I mean? All right, listen, I tried to be nice. I tried to be nice and diplomatic. All right, silence. I tried. We're going to talk about Remy and Pap. Because you said something. All right, you said something I didn't like. I didn't like it. You said that both of them...
I got my tequila.
Both of them are not... I am not co-signing that. All right?
What did I say? Tell me what I said.
You said that both of them are narcissists.
Yes, I believe they both are.
Yes.
And I love you, Pat.
I can't agree with that. You're my friend, but I can't agree. I can't. So explain yourself.
At first, I thought it was all her. I ain't gonna lie, because I fucks with Pap hard. This was hard for me. Right. It was hard for me to accept that, you know, the rumors of him putting his hands on her and, you know, all her accusations. I was 100% like, it's all her. But as more and more receipts were coming out, I said, Pap. So what I feel is he's the covert and she's the overt. She may even be associated. The fact that she shot a woman, I think there's recently she did a rhyme, a freestyle where she's poking fun at the victim. I don't quote me on that, but I'm like, that's some fucked up shit, Remy. Like,
Right.
so you know, the sociopathic part comes from the shooting the woman and not giving a fuck. Why would you give up your career, you know, your motherhood? It was a real bad decision. And sociopaths don't think in a moment. They commit crimes. They're very
react.
impulsive.
Yeah.
They're reckless. Like, she lost a lot making that reckless. So that's what makes me think, you know, she's a sociopath. Pap to me is covert because, you know, with the cheating rumors, he cheated while she was in there. People were sending her evidence. And he did the good guy thing. Now, what I think about both of them, they're doing what Will and Jada is doing. Jada is the fucking bad guy. Jada's the overt. Go ahead, you can get up. Jada's the overt. Jada's a piece of shit. I can't stand her. Jada's a piece of shit.
Yo, that comparison is a bar. Damn, that's crazy.
I withheld it from you. I told you I was going to withhold. I was going to compare them to a celebrity couple.
Why'd you have to do that to me?
Listen, she's a piece of shit. When she abuses Will, she's out there with it. She wants the world to know, I'm gonna clown this nigga. She makes a fool out of him publicly. But what people don't know, he gets her behind closed doors. He's got to maintain his good guy image. He's the happy guy. He's the fresh prince. He cannot mess up his good guy image for shit. And he gets her ass. That's why she's bald. That's why, the real talk. She has alopecia. I talk to a lot of women with alopecia, and their hair is falling out from stress.
And listen, I'm not laughing at
He's not
women
laughing
with
at her.
alopecia.
He's laughing at me, my reckless mouth.
Yeah, look.
Alopecia is a result of being stressed the fuck out. Either you're around abusive family members, you know,
stress at work.
It's stress related. Or you got a partner in a relationship or marriage that's stressing you the fuck out. Her alopecia, I think 100% is because of her husband getting her behind closed doors. I think he's a covert. He cannot tarnish that good guy reputation for nothing.
So
he's got to keep it intact.
So you think that's the same thing?
Remy and Pap is Will and Jada 2024. Yes. He gets her behind closed doors. And I love you, Pap. Shout out to the late DJ K Slay. I helped style Papoose, one of his first videos, Bucket Naked. We did it at Violator Studio. I hate that I gotta say this, but I'm such a truth teller, I can't be fake for shit. I hate that I'm fucking truthful, but it is what it is. And he actually made a song called Narcissist. Now I'm like, did you make that shit about your wife when you was writing that shit? Like, yo, she totally is, without a doubt. But the way that the receipts have come out, he was cheating on her the whole time while she was locked up. This is my thing. Why, Remy, would you go forward with marrying him if you knew he was fucking cheating on you, unless it was a business decision? Let's do this love and hip hop shit and pretend that we're this happy couple.
Right.
And y'all got this shit brewing already.
But also, too, you gotta remember that there's jail code sometimes. Sometimes when you go on the mandatory vacation,
my tongue is burning.
you know, it's kind of.
My tongue is burning. You ready?
But you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's like, if I'm going down, it's like, this is your time, like you get a hall pass. That literally is kind of what happens on both sides, right?
He cheated, but I think she was in there getting her coochie ate out.
Oh,
Y'all want me to fucking tell the truth. Either because listen, there's an actual interview of her saying she got tired of him coming up there. And I'm like, yo, niggas do not visit women in jail, in prison. They just don't. There's a lot of women in prison that don't get visitation. Niggas will move on with they next chick.
Right.
So that's where he played into, well, I'm going to be the good husband. I'm going to go up there. Can't nobody say I wasn't riding with her. No, she got tired of him coming up there. She said that. She said, you ain't got to come up here every week. And I'm like, I want to see my fucking husband. I want to have sex as much as possible. Why are you pushing your fucking nigga away? I said, either you getting your coochie ate out by one of them bull daggers up in there, or you got another nigga visiting you. That's what came into my mind. Because who pushes their man away like that?
A narcissist.
Listen, I'm trying. Listen, I miss my nigga. If you come here as many times during the week and we get it on, why would I send you away?
You got a point.
She said that in the interview.
But
She did.
Here's where I gotta. This is my thing now, right? Is that you go ahead and you try to air it out in social media. You coming for Clarissa Shields, like. I understand.
It's a woman thing. It's a woman thing.
I understand that, you know, Remy's about that life. She outside, but yo, that's Clarissa Shields.
It's talk. It's all talk. It's all talk.
Those hands are.
It's all talk, and that's why Pap chose her.
But those hands are dangerous. Remy I don't think she want that.
She don't. But Pap strategic. This is where the narc in him comes.
Okay.
Because narcissists do this thing called triangulation. And ladies and gentlemen even, I can say both, when you've been cheated on and your ex is moving on with the side piece, and that side piece looks like you, has similarities to you, they strategically choose somebody that will fuck with you or get underneath your skin. He knew this chick, he chose her because she could box and she would not be scared of Remy. Remy has a reputation of being hard and beating bitches up and shooting bitches.
Yeah.
A bully, yes. So he specifically chose this, and she's much younger. I didn't know Clarissa. Clarissa's like 20 years younger than him. I'm like, red flag. That's predatory, Pat. I don't like that.
Come on.
That's predatory. She's much younger than him.
She's a champion.
But could she get Remy to work? Absolutely. She'll work her over. So I think they're all talking. I think they're hurt, and I think they're in. This is what narcs do, Will and Jada. They never gonna fucking divorce, but they're gonna stay. Who could hurt who the most? Oh, you did that? Watch what I do next time. I'm gonna embarrass you, and you still gonna stay with me.
But here's the other thing, though, too, spiritual whistleblower, is that, all right, even if the relationship between Pap and Remy was breaking down, right? There was nothing there, whatever. Easy.
That's
messy.
another clue.
Messy.
That she's a narcissist.
It's messy.
Because narcissists, when they get the side piece of the new person, it's usually a copycat version.
Right.
This is textbook behavior. So many of my clients have gone through the same thing. Why does the new person look just like me, drive the same car as me, they dyed their hair like me? Because your ex specifically chose this person. They're talking about you nonstop, first of all, to this new person. Now this new person is stalking you when they should be focusing on the new relationship. So she got a great value version of Pap. He looks like Pap, just a watered down, washed up version of Pap. Because Pap was her nigga for so long. So she's like found a version that she can groom and probably control and bully around and push around. Because maybe Pap was like, you're not gonna bully me around behind closed doors. They probably was going at it because of this power. It's a power struggle. That's all this is. Power struggle. And Pap was like, yeah, you may be the breadwinner, whether she is or not, but more than likely she is. Like, you still not gonna push me around or whatever. So I think it's a clash, a power struggle. So she found a watered down version of Pap, and I'm sure she tells him what to do and bullies him and walks him like a dog. She can't do that with Pap. But the perception to the public is she can, because they have this black love thing. I thought that was all business for Love and Hip Hop. That was about that getting that check.
Definitely that brand. They branded that.
Yeah, they had to get the Love and Hip Hop check, so that was business. Because I'm like, why? If you have all these receipts that he cheated, why would you move forward and go through IVF and get pregnant? You know how painful and crazy. IVF is a lot on a woman's body.
Yeah.
So why would you go, if you knew he was cheating in advance, why would you go through all that unless it was a business decision? We're going to do this. We're going to package ourselves as this power couple, black love, and get this check off of Love and Hip Hop. I got to build myself up. I see it as business, but them type of relationships are loveless, and it's a power struggle. It's a power struggle.
My thing is that there's a little girl that's in the middle of this, and that's what sucks.
Well, he had to lock her down.
Yeah.
That's what narc men do, and I hate to say that about Pap, but I don't think they're gonna divorce. It's too much. The finances, and she said he has a gambling addiction. It's too messy, and a divorce right now would mean hiring lawyers, So they might both just keep doing their thing until they get tired and they're ready to come back. I don't think they're going to divorce. I think they're both playing a game of who could hurt who the most. And this is what two narcs do in a marriage. Will and Jada do it all the time. She's done some wild shit to Will, and he ain't going nowhere. You think about why he ain't going nowhere? Because he gets her ass. He gets her. Oh, you did that shit. Wait till I get you home. He getting her right back. I promise you.
Honestly, they gotta be something like that because
it is.
Everybody racks their brain like, yo, mom, like, why are you still around? Like,
because he's bullying her behind. That's why she bald. I promise you.
So you think if she leaves, she get her head back?
He grew up in an abusive household. He watched his father murk his mother and do her all types of ways. He got it in him. He's not gonna let the world see it because he's crafted this good guy image. But he getting her ass. That's why the kids is all messed up. He's getting her ass where we can't see it. She gets him in the public. I'm gonna embarrass you. Yeah, I liked Pac at one time more than you. She fucks with him publicly. She likes to embarrass him publicly. So I think he's just like, okay, bitch. Wait till I get you. I can't do shit right now because I don't want to fuck up my image. I'm gonna get you when we get home. And that's why she bald. That's how I feel. I'm sorry.
All right. All right. You know, you cleared it up. I still don't like it.
Pap and Remy are the Will and Jada of the current right now. That's what they are. And there's many more couples like that.
I'm sure. I'm sure there's. Listen, the whole entertainment world is full of them, right? Some people are just very good at hiding it, right? But everything comes to the light at some point.
It does.
You are I call you the narcissist whisperer, right? But Nick Cannon beat you to it. He literally came out and said, hey, I got this thing.
I was shocked. I was shocked because I'm trying like, how did he get there? Did he go on his own? Was he required at some point? But yeah, I knew he was. I called it out a long time ago, but it was shocking.
What were the signs that you saw?
Multiple
Did you
baby
see
mothers.
that, like, even like, all right, let's talk about like Nick Cannon before everything kind of unfolded. Could you have saw anything, the Nickelodeon Nick Cannon? Did you see anything that you can say?
No, the early days, no. I thought he was the typical, most child stars were abused and, bullied and treated, maybe sexually assaulted and all that. I didn't think that. It wasn't until he fumbled Mariah, then I'm like, okay. And then here comes the next baby mama, and the next baby mama, and the next baby mama. I said, okay, what is going on, bro? You had a beautiful family with Mariah. You tatted her whole name on your back. What happened? Who fumbles Mariah? I know she's a diva and stuff, and you knew that going in, but like you see Mariah now, Mariah be low key with her kids. She just does the mother thing. So I'm just like, what was so bad? Well, he admits that he fumbled. He's remorseful. I think he wishes he was with her right now. But the signs is the multiple baby mamas. I think he's DL. Narc men are DL because there's a thing called narcissistic supply, and what that is they pull energy from people, and that's why they have tons of sexual partners. So if he runs out of women or he gets bored with women, he has to swing to the other side.
Come on now.
Do I have to drop names?
What?
Okay.
What?
He has to swing to the other side. He's getting supply. And when he gets the women pregnant, the children give him narc supply. It's an ongoing cycle. It's all about energy harvesting and pulling from all these victims. The women are not enough. He's got to go to the others. I just think he's DL. I think men like him who have multiple babies, because you don't like pussy. How many more women do you have to run through? Like what is going on?
But do you think that it might be something outside of maybe them getting bored, of just something in them, some insecurity that maybe they're not good enough and they get paranoid and they feel like they have to like act out and move on?
Yeah, that's, narcissists are incredibly insecure.
Right.
They need a constant external validation. And it's rooted in childhood. Mom or dad, well, I say with a lot of men that have hypersexual issues were molested by women. Somebody in the family, maybe a babysitter, maybe a teacher, maybe the teen cousin. And men are praised as young boys for sleeping with older women. So it's not seen as rape or pedophilia, but it is.
Right.
And it does mess with men. It does, because they grow up with these issues. Or maybe mom didn't protect him and maybe a man did something to him, man in his family, or maybe the pastor, somebody did something to him and he resents mom for not protecting him. Maybe it was stepdad. So these issues are deep rooted in childhood and they never get therapy. They just manifest into the adult and they play out in their romantic relationships. So also what gave it away with Nick is lupus. I always talk about how narcissistic abuse breaks down the body, the nervous system. You know, people develop autoimmune disease, cancer, lupus, sickle cell, irritable bowel syndrome, all types of things. That's why I said Tracy Braxton just passed away of cancer.
Right.
And I felt like she was surrounded by narcissists, her sisters, and all their dirt is coming out. That's the next show. We'll talk about them. They got a lot of fucking dirt. You know, they ganged up and bullied her so bad, and her husband cheated and bullied and did her dirty. So she's sandwiched and it's constant every day. And I think at 49, why, you know, so it does damage to the body. Nick had lupus. So I'm wondering which one of his parents are narcissists. Who was he around? You know, he has his flare-ups and stuff like that. So I sympathize with him. You know, he has an illness. So that says a lot to me. But he's repeating the patterns. If somebody did something to him and it's affecting him mentally and physically, don't continue the cycle. Right. You gotta stop.
You gotta find a way to break it.
So I hope he learns something or he seeks further help from the diagnosis. But I saw that amount. There's so many rappers, athletes, actors that have NPD. And I hope they all get tested shit. You know, it's crazy.
I mean, segue into the athlete thing.
Who? What's up?
Cam Newton.
Oh, Cam Newton. Motherfucking narcissist.
Why is Cam Newton a narcissist?
I think Cam Newton is a narcissist because, listen, he's another one. Multiple, the stories with his baby mamas. He's got a dumbass baby mama right now, Miss Jasmine, and I'm going to call her dumb because, and a hypocrite because how are you standing by your man, and he's not your man, you're sharing him. There was a time when Jasmine got on her platform and talked down to women. Don't be a pick-me. Don't do this. She was lecturing and telling us, you know, bitch, you didn't take your own advice because what is you doing now? You're running behind a dude that embarrasses you. Like, he consistently embarrasses her. And he does it because he knows she ain't going nowhere. She's his favorite dummy.
Come on.
She is. She's his favorite dummy.
I don't see Cam Newton as a narcissist. He's a little weird, you know?
He's how you doing. He utilizes his podcast. Listen, the legs crossed. The legs be crossed and you know, the body language. I can read people well. The body language gives how you doing. The multiple baby mamas and the current baby mama, Jasmine, says he likes it in the other
Stop.
hole. He likes
it.
The back door. And she hates it, but she tolerates it. You're his favorite dummy. Ain't no fucking way.
All right, you know what? Let's kind of segue into that. What is, you need to explain to me how straight men can do that.
Straight men can do.
Like they're in a, you know, they're getting intimate with their significant other woman and they're taking backdoor action. How does that work? How can you come out of that and say that you a straight man?
He's lying, but she has spoken up and said that's what he likes, and she absolutely hates it. So it's clear to me what's going on.
That's nasty,
the baby mamas are the cover up. He's not ready to speak on that lifestyle. It's whatever. But the stories are coming forward now. I think 2025 is going to reveal so much of this activity amongst the celebrities, the athletes, or whatever. You know, we see what's going on with Mr. Combs. I think it's a lot of them doing it, especially the athletes. I've heard Odell Beckham. I've heard so many of them. Listen, the baby mama put it out there. She said he prefers...
Not OBJ. No. No. I'm not... No.
Okay, we won't talk about him. The baby mama got on social media and said he prefers it that way, the back door. And I said, nope. Nope.
Yo, I don't understand.
Nope. I understand. He ain't ready to come out with it. He's hiding behind the baby mom. He did the first baby mama real dirty. So I'm like, and he uses his podcast as a platform to gaslight all his guests and to clown the baby mom. He triangulates. I don't want to get on the topic of triangulation, but he talks in fucking circles and he says absolutely fucking nothing. He makes no sense. He justifies his toxicity like he lives in a bubble world. He's delusional,
right? Which
narcissists are. He's a narc. Cam Newton is 100% a narcissist. I said it.
Yeah, the back.
That likes it in the back door.
The
baby mama said it. I'm just saying.
You don't have to keep reiterating that though. Come on now. And then you said something about OBJ. I don't believe no OBJ. I don't. I refuse to believe that.
Okay. We're going to do some research on that because I know what I heard. I know what I read.
Man.
I saw on the internet. I know what I heard.
We talking about one of the greatest athletes ever. Come on now.
It might have been something where he was in VIP and some male gave him head.
What?
Allegedly. Let me say allegedly. With some other...
Yo, come on now.
Okay.
I can't... Listen, he just got... You can't do that about OBJ.
I'm just saying I don't like him and care about him. I'm just saying what I saw on social media. I don't know. I don't know.
This man's a legend in New York, man.
Nothing surprises me. They all need to have an orgy and just be together. Leave the women alone. Just be your happy gay selves and do y'all amongst each other. We won't care.
All right. Here's another question for you. The underground scene, right? Now we're talking about like the swinger parties and all that stuff. It's a lot more elaborate than we think it is, isn't it?
I think so.
You think that that's going to be something that comes out in the new year?
Yes.
Because I mean, listen, you hit the nail on the head when it came to Diddy, like on the head.
And I don't have to know his personal business or anything. It's just his behavior and his personality.
It just
the behaviors are so textbook. You can basically predict down to what he's going to do next. Wow. So yeah.
All right. So here's a question for you because, like I said, you are the whisperer, like I call you. Who else gives you that vibe?
The Diddy vibe?
Yeah.
Jay-Z, Rick Ross, Trey Songz. Let's see. You caught me off guard. It's a long list of them. Damn near every rapper. Drake for sure. Drake,
what?
Drake 1,000%. I like Kendrick. I'm not gonna put Kendrick with the rest of them. Kendrick solid. Yeah, they're freaks.
Can we talk about that though in regards to how that played out, the way Drake is handling this whole thing?
He's handling it like a narcissist would handle it.
Yes, that's what I was just about to ask you.
He cannot handle losing a competition. He cannot handle the narc injury. He's got to keep coming back. Keep coming back. The lawsuit is doing what? You're just mad that Kendrick is going to be at the Super... Kendrick going to do that song. He better do that song.
I think he will.
And the lawsuit's supposed to try to stop or what? Get the hell out of here. Go back to Toronto. He is so arrogant. He just cannot. He just keeps coming back because he cannot take a loss.
Do you think that he can be able to rebound in 2025?
No. He should have stopped when Kendrick got his ass and burnt him real good over the summer. That should have been it. Let me disappear. He could have laid low for a whole year, 2 years, and come back with a phenomenal album. And we would have just said, it's done. Handle it like a fucking man. You just keep coming. You just keep.
Should have did what J. Cole did.
So now, like,
Just say, you know what? I'm going to just be peace.
Kendrick's level of petty is untouchable. He's doing the tour, the Super Bowl, and he's going to end it in Toronto.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine what Toronto's going to be like when he pulls up?
I mean, listen, there's only one level of petty that I will always respect, and that's 50 when it comes to Ja Rule. Like
50 is untouchable.
That's constant.
Yeah.
That's forever.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like he will always buy out the front row of his shows.
Yeah.
Because he's just diabolical.
50 he's a villain.
Yeah, it's crazy. Who? All right.
Keep the questions coming.
Yeah,
while I'm in my bag.
It is celebrity time. Okay, we do this all the time now. I'm gonna spit out some names to you.
Okay.
And then we're going to see how it goes.
What I think of them. Okay, let's do it.
We're gonna say it again because we did it last time, but there's been some updates. J-Lo.
Oh, she's going down. She's a piece of shit. She's going down. Now, I've tagged you in some of the videos on it. They dragged her on TikTok because it's like the whole
man.
Jenny from the block. And then when she got to the Bronx, people was like, we don't know you. What are you talking about? Like, she's performative. She's fake. But to say that she didn't know what was going on and she wasn't a part of the shit that was going down, she was his girl. She was in the Shine incident and all that. She knows a lot. She's gonna get pulled in the depositions and stuff. She's mighty quiet, you notice?
She is mighty quiet. We did Jay-Z, Beyonce.
This is a iffy one because I think she's a big old pick-me, a ride or die. You know, I think her and Jay project and they tell on themselves in their lyrics. I don't care if we on the run as long as I'm next to you. I hear sirens when we make love. All that stuff they said. Oh, sis, you know who you married. So, she's either going to do the pick me and ride it out with him, because right now, allegedly, what I'm hearing is that she's dropped his name, the Carter, off her name, and that they're selling properties and stuff. It could be that she's prepping for the worst, not for a divorce, but maybe to protect the assets. Right. She could be doing that, or she could be doing the divorce thing because her mama, you know, we got to remember her mama divorced her daddy. I feel that women marry men like their daddies. Her daddy was a serial cheater. He's abusive. And Jay is a carbon copy of her daddy. So, but I also think she's worried about her brand, protecting her brand and what his shit could do to her brand. So we don't know, but I think she's absolutely a narcissist. She's a very big narcissist. Her parents, that they're to blame. They've been grooming her. This is way before Jay-Z. Pageant queen, you know, got to be the lead singer even when they were little girls. They've been grooming her for a long time. So that arrogance, it's confidence and all that is great, but she's a total narcissist. I don't give a shit if I piss off the beehive. Call it for what it is.
That's a big community.
She is a narcissist. I mean, she is. She's totally a narc.
Here's an interesting one. Taylor Swift.
Narc.
What?
Big narcissist.
What?
Yeah.
The Swifties.
Well, let them swift at me. Listen, I done been through the worst. Listen.
Why is Taylor Swift an narc?
Because it's the arrogance. They all are. To be in the industry, you have to have that cutthroat kill or be killed mentality. You have to like 100%. Even, I see stuff. I could sit here and say stuff that will scare people that people don't usually see. Her and Beyonce been in cahoots for a minute, and I think all of this stuff is tied together in terms of ritual, demonic ritual. Remember the time that Kanye got on stage and snatched Taylor, took the mic and embarrassed her, and then Beyonce came on. Like, I think all of that is tied. Even Usher at the Super Bowl with Alicia Keys dressed in the red and they performing. There is symbolism. It's all ritual. They're all connected. They're all on the same team. So I don't want to get too deep. Taylor, I feel, yes, she's a narc. They all are. Adele, all of them are. They all are.
Monique.
Big old pick me mammy ass bitch. I fucking hate. I can't stand her ass. Calling her man daddy all the time. Dad, keep it in the bedroom. No, she a daddy this, daddy that. She did her son dirty. I don't like her. I don't know. Monique reminds me of my mother.
Really?
Yes. Very triggered around Monique. The way she talks and she's a super pick me. That's why she played that role in Precious so fucking good. She got an Oscar because that's who she fucking is as a person. It came out in the movie. The way that woman talked to Precious, that's how my mama talked to me. Monique played that role a little too good.
Wow.
That's how she does her son in real life. So yeah, that's the easy one. What's the next celebrity? She's a pick me, mammy mule, everything else.
I don't know if this is one, but I'm just gonna. I just want to know what you think. Taraji P. Henson.
I don't know. I'm on the fence about her. Could be not. I don't think she moves grimy. Not to say that she could be, but I just think the industry, you have to have that mindset to adapt because it's so cutthroat.
It is. The
average person would like. I was in it for a little bit and it almost wiped me out. I had to get out. It's vicious. So
here's gonna be an interesting one. Kamala Harris.
I believe Kamala is a narc. I believe all politicians are. You have to be. I just think they're all on the same side, but they have to play different roles to appeal to certain demographics and audiences.
Right.
So Trump is just a sociopath. He's reckless, but he's an excellent businessman. He knows money. He's a capitalist. But like when I watched Joe Biden sit down with him, I'm like, these two gonna be playing golf. Like they be going back and forth, arguing and debating, but at the end of the day, they be playing golf together. They kick it.
It's like a boxing, all of that stuff before the fight, right?
Yeah.
All of that talking, it's all a part of the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I could say a few things about Kamala. I think she's absolutely the more qualified and she should have won, but does that mean she's not a narcissist?
Right.
No, it doesn't mean that. I think all politicians, and it's just the way that they can talk and lie later, or they can lie now and switch up. They all switch up. Trump's not the only one. We've had Democrats switch up
100%.
a million times. That's what they do.
100%.
So, it's just a game of knowing how to play both sides of the fence, being passive aggressive, word salad, talking in circles. That's what politicians do. I don't care what Republican, Democrat, they all do it. They all do it. So.
All right. I'm going to trigger you right now. You ready?
Here we go.
What's her name? Dr. Cheyenne Bryant?
Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Piece of shit counselor / reality star. Currently social climbing, going to everybody's podcasts and rebranding herself. I don't like her. She reminds me of Dr. Phil.
But Dr. Phil portrays himself as,
Dr. Phil, I don't believe he's licensed. He is a psychologist, but Dr. Phil, I feel like built his show off the backs of, what's the word? a certain demographic of people. You know, Oprah put him on and all that. But when I saw him at the Trump rally in New York City in November, the first thing that I could think of was, imagine going to therapy and Dr. Phil is your psychologist. And you're venting to him all your traumas and everything, and you have no idea he's a closeted racist or he's a closeted this or that, and he's a Trump supporter. And you know it's narcissists that support Trump. Narcissists have no empathy. Why am I here in therapy venting to someone who's highly narcissistic, possibly a psychopath, that supports another narcissist? That's dangerous to me in the field of psychology.
Right.
He was proud to support Trump. So Dr. Cheyenne reminds me of Trump. It's like, where is your morality? Where is the code of ethics? Oh, she's not licensed. Because if she was licensed, there's a code of ethics to abide by.
Right.
You can't be in one breath talking about, on these podcasts, talking about mental health awareness and the state of Black men and this and that, and high value, high functioning man, and versus, she thinks she's I think she's low class personally. But in the same breath, you're on fucking Basketball Wives tag teaming up with a fucking mean girl, Jackie, Queen Narcissist, and y'all are up here fighting, getting in fight scenes. What kind of shit is that? What kind of psychologist is on reality TV in fight scenes being a mean girl? That's a fucking hypocrite. So, if she was, staying in her lane on Basketball Wives, if they brought her in as a life coach counselor and she was helping all the women with their relationship problems, cool. Get it. No, girl, you all in the fight scene. You want to be a part of the crew. She was going at Brooke. She provoked and gaslit the fuck out of Brooke, and then played victim, and then had her team of studs come for Brooke and escort them out. So that's what made me dislike her. I said, what type of fucking mental health professional are you? You're on a reality TV show. You want to be a part of the scene and be a part of the it crowd. I would never trust somebody like that.
That'd be interesting to have to go to somebody like that when you see them on TV a certain way.
Sis is trying to build her brand. She's social climbing right now and climbing off the backs of whoever she can to make a name for herself. She's trying to be the next Ayanna. That's what she's trying to do. I see all through all that.
Ayanna was fire. Listen, I used to watch that show and be like, I feel like I was in it. Yeah. The way she used to speak to people and break it down, like she was good, man. Mm-hmm. What do you think about Ayanna?
I think she's a pick-me. Sometimes she's good, but sometimes, like the episode with DMX, may he rest in peace, she gaslit the fuck out of him, and that was to get the ratings up. Okay. She did not handle that correctly with him, I didn't know. So sometimes she gaslights.
Didn't feel genuine.
No, because the higher the ratings, there's got to be an element of drama, something. So she gaslights certain times. I catch it, and when people react to the other show with the little girl that went on, what was the little Black girl's name? She cussed Ayanna out like she's threatened to hit her, and then Ayanna be playing cool. That's gaslighting. So I'm gonna keep it cute with her because if Ayanna has a law degree. That's all I would say.
Shouts to Ayanna. That's the homie right there. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Because pick me, mammy, mule.
Here's the last one I'm gonna trigger you with. What is her name? Princella?
Princella, the Queen Maker.
Yes.
Bulldagger.
You call her
Stud.
the new
Kevin Samuels. That's what they call her. I think she's disgusting. She has a cult following of sociopathic women, and allegedly there's stories coming forward of her sleeping with multiple women, mistreating them, abusing them. There's actually a girl on TikTok that said, I'm gonna repost the video and discuss it more. The girl has actually filed police charges, and there's an active warrant allegedly against her for sexually assaulting her. Princella sexually assaulted this woman in Texas. So, I feel that she thinks she definitely thinks she's a man. But she's the toxic nigga that she advises women to stay away from. She's the abusive man to watch out for.
So you feel like she's telling stay away from the dudes, but come to me.
She's projecting and really speaking about herself. Is she telling women to leave men alone because she wants the pussy? That's more pussy for her. Okay, I've been peeped her game. So I think she's a sociopath. That's all and that's it. And you know, if these charges are true, I hope she goes to jail. I don't think she's a good person.
Yeah, there are any charges out there. That's I don't. You know.
So there are a lot of stories out there coming forward about, you know, and the ex-girlfriend came out and put her on blast for being abusive and mistreating her daughter, you know, so more will come out. I'm almost positive of it. But I'm going to report on the young lady that followed. She posted the police report and everything. So she said, here's the proof. You know, y'all don't believe me, you know, and she did like a 3-part series. So it was, this ain't the first time. There's stories coming out about her abusing women.
Wow.
Just like a nigga would.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, she thinks she's a man.
Mm.
She's hustling women. She think we're dumb. She talks to women like they're dumb, and she hustles. She's pimping them. She's a pimp.
But it's one of those things where it's like if you know how to control somebody who's searching for help, right? Mm-hmm. Or searching for a way to connect and be a part of a community, that's an easy person to follow.
Yeah.
Somebody who's very boisterous and who talks like they know what they're talking about and who masks themselves as a protector, right? Who is out for your best interest. That's how you get the weak-minded people to follow.
She's a cult leader.
It's the definition of a cult.
Yeah. She's no better than Donald Trump, Kevin Samuels, Shira Southern. She has a cult following of women that do not know their self-worth, and she's capitalizing off of it. Wow. Either she's going to get your money or she's going to get your pussy.
Aye. Hey.
Sorry. Oh, y'all bleep that out. My bad. I'm sorry. Y'all got to please bleep me. I'm so sorry. I forget.
We're not bleeping nothing.
It's the tequila. Sorry.
Oh, my goodness. Listen, that was good. I mean, you said it all. Here's my question for you. I think,
yes, sir.
Again, I always give you the compliment that you're so comfortable in your own skin. And I think that's why me and you vibe and connect on that level, on a different level, because I don't really care either, right? But you have to understand that people are not going to be so pleasant to you when you're like that, but you have to power through. What is your advice for living a fruitful, stress-free life in 2025? Because we're dealing with so many different stressors in our world, right? You know, people are concerned about where their next meal is, you know, food prices being high, you know, unemployment rate might end up raising, inflation, you know, whatever it is, relationship issues, inadequacies in your career or your relationship, you know, being a child or a parent that has an autistic kid that you don't know where to go to be able to get these resources. Like, what is your advice for people to be able to kind of try to live a more stress-free life in 2025?
Well, for me, I did it all 2024, and number one, I don't have any toxic people in my life, literally. There's no boyfriends, no toxic man putting his hands on me. I don't even text men. Family members, gone.
Oh, wait. You don't text men. So what is the situation? How do you...
I don't give my number out.
So you say, don't call, I'll call you. Is that what you do?
I don't even do that. Like I my phone is dry when it comes to men. Now I go dancing. I dance Brazilian zouk and I dance with the fellas and you know, we have a good time, but I go to hell home. Okay. I'm not trying to rap or kick it and give my number out or anything.
Hey, I respect it.
So, you know, that took a lot of grooming me, deprogramming. Right. Because I had to learn you don't have to give your number out just because somebody asked for it.
Right.
But it is dangerous these days. You know, women can get beat up for not giving their number out. So Be slick, give them a false number, give them a Google number, get home safe.
Right.
But for me, it's been decentering men, not making men the center of my life, not making my family my center. I've eliminated family altogether. That was a huge, huge help, because that stress, nobody ringing my phone with gossip, nobody pulling my name in any family drama, nobody triangulating, my mom not pulling me in nothing, my dad. I have no connection to family.
At
and
all.
It's been amazingly peaceful. Not caring what they think or say about me, not caring about the rumors, release. The next thing is living a very frugal life. I have hobbies. Take up a hobby. Take up something new that you've always wanted to do. I'm dancing Brazilian Zouk right now. And when I get good, y'all gonna see how fire it is. I love it. It keeps me busy throughout the week.
Awesome.
I admire going to the park. I'm very simple. I'm dressed up for this show, but not, usually I'm in a hoodie. I'm enjoying the fresh air. I take walks every day. I enjoy the simple things in life. And we already got bills. The bills ain't going nowhere. That is what it is. But try to declutter your life of just toxic associations, family, relationships, and go to therapy. I'm huge on EMDR therapy, which is eye movement desensitization, eye movement reprocessing therapy. And it's like hypnosis, but it's not. It's like you look at a computer screen and it's a sphere, a cartoon ball that bounces back and forth. I think we talked about this before, and your eyes are following the ball while the therapist is asking you about your history of trauma. So the brain is working while the eyes are moving. And it's deep. It'll dig up some memories, but it'll help you tremendously. Go to therapy. Don't jump in a relationship.
Right.
A lot of y'all are running from yourselves. Go get that autism test. Yeah. Go become self-aware and get into you. That's it. That's basically it. The rest of the shit, the rest of this world, I tune it out, because it is what it is. We have no control over that. So I don't stress over what I don't have control over. But that's what works for me.
I mean, that's beautiful. I think that people just need to really, I think my message would be that we really need to put these down.
I agree. That's another thing too. I tune out, I log out, I take a lot of breaks from social media. Yeah,
like put the phones down in 2025 and let's just go outside again and just talk to each other again.
Yeah.
Have conversations, like get to know people, get to know yourself. Like you said, therapy is super important to find out who you are and who you're gonna be and what tools you can be able to use when things do get tough.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have tools.
Yeah.
And when they get into these situations, they end up regressing back to what they know, and it's destructive instead of gaining new tools.
Well, that's comfortable to them too. They don't want to come out the comfort zone. Yeah. So shout out to those of us that aren't afraid.
Absolutely.
And I'll take a social media break for months and be good and be out here living life. Nobody know what I'm doing.
Exactly.
I'm only on there because of my community and my supporters. They like, where you at? Come back. I could do without it.
Right.
Turn it off and go live life.
No, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I think that's a beautiful message. I think, 2025 is going to be a very, very productive year for myself,
Good.
For my team, hopefully for you, because I just want to see nothing but good things for you.
It's gonna be I'm just gonna be eating popcorn. That's all, because it's gonna be that type of year. You're gonna be good, y'all. I see great things for you. I always say you're gonna blow up or what have you, but just keep grinding, keep going, and good things come to good people. Don't chase nothing. What's meant for you,
absolutely, will
always gravitate. We ran into each other at the Black Man's Brunch, and it's been
with your favorite mayor.
You didn't ask me about him. The worst mayor in New York City history, Eric motherfucking Adams.
I tried to stay away from it. I tried to avoid it.
Podcast, jumping, party, going as he everywhere except where he should be.
He's a gangster, man. He's a gangster.
Got all the cops mobbing on people who don't pay the bus fare or the subway fare.
That's nasty
No,
work.
where's the security for those of us that are getting
Right.
assaulted? The woman that got set on fire. That's what
Yeah.
y'all need to do.
Absolutely.
Oh, he's the worst.
Yeah, I mean,
I
listen,
said it. He's a big narcissist,
I would
psychopath.
I would have to agree.
Yeah.
I would have to
That's
agree.
a narcissist, Eric Adams, 100%.
I have to agree.
All right, I'm sorry. That's enough of me. I'm sorry.
Fine. It's fine. That's why I was trying to avoid it.
Okay. All right, I'm done. I'm good. I'm sorry.
No, but this was great. Like I said, it's always a pleasure having you because not only are you insightful, you know, you're intelligent, you're funny, spontaneous. It doesn't. Listen, I will always laugh because there's always something funny and listen, and it's informative as well. It's not just listen, you're just spilling off
There's
nonsense.
truth in everything.
There's truth in
I
everything.
say, even if it's funny,
Yeah.
even if I mean, it's truth in everything.
Absolutely.
So, but thank you for having me.
Of course. That was all for the show. This was beautiful. Great way to start 2025. I'm Barrington Grant Jr., Barry Grant Jr. This is the BJ Show. That's the Spiritual Whistleblower. We're out of here.
Happy New Year, y'all.
I want to give a big shout out to Dave, Showing Hearts Foundation. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you so much for lending us a spot. It's a beautiful facility. Keep inspiring the youth. Keep doing what you're doing.